I'm sorry about the last video, but starting with this one, I'll hopefully be producing watchable content. Today we are discussing small units infantry tactics. I'll give a quick historical rundown, a summary of modern U.S. tactics, and then teach you how to organize yourselves. Recognizably modern small unit tactics emerged in the Prussian Auftragstactic, the practice of delegating significant authority and responsibility to junior officers on the battlefield. This resulted in the Prussian army punching well above its weight, especially easily seen in its war against Austria. And when compared to the more centralized and hierarchical powers at the time, these ideas were further developed by all participating parties in the First World War, with the notable exception of the Russian Empire, which instead chose to flail around impotently until the communists put it down like a rabid fucking dog. Throughout World War II, Korea and Vietnam, battlefield infantry units continued to atomize and become more independent, increase in autonomy and self-reliance, until the American shift in doctrine, precipitated by a long, brutal, and ineffective military occupation of a foreign state that relies solely on small, independent, and irregular infantry units. The modern American military has ceased to make use of Vietnam-era fire team tactics, now using platoon-sized elements, as I understand, as the smallest independent units of a foot patrol, I suppose. And here I will try to insert some graphics. Very low-tech graphics. What I've done is turn this into a simple rule that scales directly by numbers. So that if you, say, have a couple of friends you paintball with, and a really important paintball game happens, you can immediately organize your paintball team all the way up to a paintball army group, if you want to. Here, look, I made a chart. So basically what I've done is to rationalize an organizational scheme around a two-man fire team, which only requires semi-auto rifles, and you can scale that directly by twos. 2 men to a fire team, 2 fire teams to a section, 2 sections to a platoon, 4 platoons to a company. So it just goes up directly by twos, and you just put your most senior or experienced man, or charismatic, possibly, in charge of the largest unit, and just sort of work your way down. Ideally, having someone who, unlike me, actually knows what they're doing in charge of your individual sections. Uh, so, yeah, here's another visual, hopefully. So all you need to do this is, it's called I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Point, post, sprawl, and cadence of fire. It's, and narrating what you're doing as you're doing it. It's amazingly simple. Literally any idiot can do this. They do, in fact. So to start with I'm up, he sees me, I'm down, is how you time your bounding. Basically, a person can only spot and aim at a target so quickly, so long as there are multiple things popping up and down at any given time. The likelihood of any of those individual things being hit is significantly lower. Well, significantly lower than it would be otherwise. So it works sort of like this, and I'll be trying to throw together a demonstration. Actually, yeah. Okay, the Jeep trail is a little bit rough for my non-Jeep. So this is as far as I got. And, let's see. Well, I'll hunt for a better place to do this off camera, but for now, why don't I just talk about this? So, it works like this. As you get up, not before, not after, but just like from the moment you start to pick yourself up off the ground, you start yelling. Or, well, until you sort of get it down pat and know what you're doing. Like you literally just yell, I'm up. He sees me, I'm down. Then you, as you say down, you just drop. That way, you know, you can get up, you can take a couple steps, and you can drop back down, hopefully before anyone gets a beat on you. It sounds stupid, but it kind of works. Not very well, but you know, it's not walking forward without doing anything, so it's, yeah. It's like counting 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You know, it just keeps you from standing up too long or dropping down before you've, you know, covered any distance. Point, post, sprawl is how you dive onto the ground without losing your rifle, plugging your muzzle with dirt, or anything else. Or, you know, taking forever to drop down. Hold on. So, what you do to go down is you, you know, point the muzzle up. I'd hook the buttstock under your shoulder just a little bit. Point up, post to, like you're gonna drop down and start doing push-ups with just one arm. So, point forward, post, and just, yeah. Let me see where I'm at on the viewfinder. So, point, post, sprawl, and then immediately start firing as soon as you're down. Actually, here's how you cheat while you're just learning that. See, a bayonet really is a wonderfully useful multi-tool. Wire cutters, can opener. Also, if I can make this fit on here, usually can't. Theoretically, this is compatible with all rifles, and yeah, theoretically these two things go together, but I think Germany and Poland just had a little bit of a difference of opinion as far as exact manufacturing standards. But if you put a bayonet on your rifle, then just while you practice, that'll, one, keep you from like scooping up a rock and fucking up your muscle crown, and two, it'll help you see better when you're screwing up and you're just letting the rifle go and dumping it down to the dirt. It's like a pad or like a little extra spacer, just to help you learn when you're not doing it right. Gonna leave that on there because it takes you have to really whack it to get this off. It's not. I should really find another one that fits. So, let's see. Yeah, as soon as you're just flat, you start firing while the other guy moves up, and I'll discuss that. Bounding fire is really, it's very simple. I'd be surprised if no one at all, or if anyone at all, doesn't have just some basic idea of what that is, just from hearing the name. The cadence of fire just means you're not dumping your magazine all at once, and you're not firing once, then just putting your head down and doing nothing. You know, if you're not firing, you're not giving someone else cover, and you will die alone and unsupported when they get ganked as they try to get up and move to you. I'm kind of musically minded, so I just fire in like a 5/8 cadence, and I pretend I'm listening to a waltz, you know. Doom, 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 doo, doo. If you're not, you can just like make up a sentence, fire at the start of it, like fire your rifle, fire your rifle, fire your rifle. Just something to keep you regular, slow, doing something. It's not so much that you're hitting as you are firing in the general area. Being shot at is scary, and it's pretty distinctive. So if you're being shot at, you'll know. Usually. So just the general idea is you're aiming at someone, you're firing at someone. You don't necessarily have to hit them, you're probably not going to, but as long as you're within like a foot of their head, they're not going to be able to aim too well. They might, if they're undisciplined or inexperienced, they may even put their own head down and not shoot back at you, which is the ideal. Yeah, narrating what you're doing is the last thing, and it's really the most important, even above remembering to actually fire your rifle. If you're working in any kind of team, but especially just a two-man, like, buddy team, you really have to make sure the other guy knows what you're doing, or he's just gonna either act like you're not doing anything, or he's gonna guess, he's gonna screw up, and that's bad. So, like, just everything you do, just announce it really loudly to the other guy. Specifically, before you move, yell, moving. Don't move until you hear, got you covered. Once you hear, got you covered, get up, yell your sentence, drop back down, start firing. As you start firing, Not before, not really after. Like, you drop down, you start firing, got safe, the other guy's going to yell moving. As soon as you hear moving, you yell got you covered. If he does not hear got you covered, he cannot move. Because if you don't hear got you covered, that means the other guy was shot, his rifle jammed, he's out of ammunition, he froze up. You have to hear got you covered before you move up. It's it all sounds like children playing a game, making up rules as they go. But if you're not constantly hearing updates, it means that something has gone wrong. And if you're not hearing the exact updates you want to hear, that also means something has gone wrong. So the other guy cannot move until he hears got you covered. As soon as he hears got you covered, he will move up. He will try to get ahead of you before dropping down. He will still try to get there in the same length of time so he doesn't get shot. But ideally you're moving, you know, like this. You're doing sort of like a ladder thing. Like hands over each other on a ladder. You're bounding up. You're leapfrogging each other. As soon as he, as soon as he's down, he will yell safe. He will begin firing. He will yell got you covered. You will yell moving. You will move up. You will drop down. You will yell safe. You will begin firing and say, damn it, no, that's not right. How'd I fuck that up? No. Where did I fuck that up, actually? Yeah. You will not move until you hear the other guy yell safe. When you hear the other guy yell safe, you will yell moving. He will yell, I got you covered. That's basically it. You have to try it out anyway. You have to get the rhythms down right. Like, find someone at your paintball club, your airsoft team, your local den of gun nuts. Just practice with someone. You have to get the cadence down. Let's see. Yeah, when you have to reload, you yell, I'm reloading. That's pretty obvious. That's included with narrate everything. Anything that goes wrong, you say what's gone wrong, what it is. You make sure the other guy hears it. Your rifle stops firing, you yell, I'm reloading. He will yell, I got you covered. If he yells, I'm reloading, you will yell, I got you covered, and you will begin firing. You have to have one of you two always putting bullets towards whoever's putting bullets towards you. And that applies to anything. If your rifle malfunctions, you yell, my rifle's malfunctioned, or you can just stick with I'm reloading. If anything unexpected happens, you must announce it, because the other guy might not see it. If there's a tank over there, you have to say, oh shit, there's a tank to the right. I'll try to cover that when I talk about combined arms, if anyone wants to listen to me, which I doubt you would. Yeah, a lot of things sound stupid when you're just saying them. When you're doing them, they become immediately less stupid, and this is one of them. If for no reason other than it means that someone's always doing something, it feels less like just you're getting shot at and nothing else is happening. So let's string it all together. I wish I had someone else to help, but it's just me and a camera. So, yeah. I mean, it's unseasonably warm. It's probably in the 50s. It's actually almost hot, even. But there is still snow on the fields, so... And also all the fields are posted no trespassing. And the field I was going to down there is still snowed in and a ways down. And I'm lazy. So I'll just move the camera back a ways. I'll try and let you see what I'm doing. But basically what I'm going to do is exactly what I just said. You know, well, yeah. What I'm going to do is just what I said. I'll get my rifle, I'll put the bayonet on it, just so you can see what my muzzle is doing a little bit more easily. And I'll just pretend I have someone else with me. I'll actually, yeah, I'll start over there and I'll move over there so I don't hit anything. I think you should be able to see me. So you'll still get an idea what it's supposed to look like. Let me find my earplugs. Moving! Oh, shit. Two over. Moving! Up, sees me. Got you covered. Moving! You covered. Moving! Got you covered. Yeah, I have no tread left on my boots, so I tried to get up and I immediately headbutted the ground. Kind of funny, actually. So, yeah, have tread on your boots. Don't start on ice, and be in better shape than me. I mean, I'm in terrible shape. Oh, good lord. I mean, I'm trying to fix that. I just need to figure out cardio. I mean, what I've figured out so far is pretty simple. Just watch an episode of Star Trek every day, and during that time, do push-ups, sit-ups, and squats until muscle failure. It's pretty good, actually. But yeah, no, I need to like swim or bicycle or something. Yeah, remember, whenever possible, find someone who knows what they're doing. So not me. Don't watch anything I do and think that's the right way to do it. Find someone who knows what they're talking about. Stick to them like glue. Experience is like the second or third most important thing after a good diet and regular exercise. So again, don't watch me. Watch someone who is healthy. I mean, yeah. And push-ups and rifle PT are always free. That's what I'd really recommend. Like, seriously, like I said, at the end of the day, just grab a beer, put on your favorite TV show, do push-ups in front of the TV. When you're tired of push-ups, just grab your rifle, just hold it out straight, and just like keep it there for 20 seconds, and switch the other arm. I do 10 reps of that with a loaded rifle every day. It's clearly not paid off, but it'll stop you from getting fat. Go watch someone else for a fitness guide. I suck, but let me know if you want to learn anything else. I need money to get food. I need money in general. So just let me know what I can do in order to get money from you. Like, seriously, if you have someone you want killed, or you want drugs or guns run across the border, at this point I'm completely game. Or if you just want to watch me try to run a 2-gun competition, let me know where that would be. First of all, yeah. It took me like 10 minutes to make this. I don't know why, but I always think it's going to take longer. Perhaps I just have actually decently high standards for myself and think I'm actually going to meet them. Which is hilarious because I never will. I'll never meet those standards. So, just let me know what you want to see. Tell me what went wrong with this video. Again, sorry about the last one. Sorry about the lack of subtitling. Yeah. Well, yeah. Tell me what you think.